There's no truth in him.
Go ahead.
When he speaks of a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Go ahead and read.
For he is a liar and the father of it.
See what it say? He's a liar and he's the father of it. Let's go now to 1 Kings chapter 21, and we'll begin reading at verse 20. 1 Kings chapter 21, and we'll begin reading at verse 20. 1 Kings 21, verse 20. 21 and 20. 21 and 20. Okay. 21 and 20. Okay, you can get it. Go ahead and read.
And Ahab said to Elijah, hast thou found...
Now this was Ahab. You know, this was after the split between the nation of Israel. You had Ahab, which was the king of the 10 tribes that was called Israel, and you had Jehoshaphat, that was the king of the 2 tribes called Judah. Go ahead and read. What verse out?
Well, verse 20.
Go. Yeah, start right at the top. Go ahead and read.
And Ahab said to Elijah, hast thou found me, O mine enemy?
Now he asked Elijah, because Elijah was the prophet that the Lord was using at that time, and he was around. And he said, Elijah, my enemy, have you found me? And Elijah said, yeah, I found you. Go ahead and read.
And he answered, I have found thee.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord.
He said, yeah, I found you. And he said, because you have sold yourself to work evil in the sight of the Lord. Go ahead and read on.
Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Israel.
Now he said, I'm going to take away your prosperity. In other words, I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to kill your seed as well. I'm going to take away your prosperity. Go ahead and read on.
And will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat.
Go ahead.
And like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah. He said, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger.
He said, and the reason is, he said, for the provocation whereas you have provoked me to anger. Go ahead and read on.
And made Israel to sin.
And he said, you have provoked me to anger, and you have even made Israel to sin. Go ahead and read.
And of Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, the dog shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. So
now Jezebel, that was his wife. And so now he said, now I'm going to kill you, and the dog's going to eat your wife. Go ahead and read on.
Him that died of Ahab in the city, the dog shall eat.
Now he said, him that died of Ahab in the city, the dog's going to eat him up. Go ahead and read on.
And him that died in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness.
Now he said, there ain't been none like unto Ahab. He said, it sold himself to work wickedness. Go ahead and read on.
In the sight of the Lord, whom Jezebel, his wife, stirred up.
Now he said he sold himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, and he even allowed his wife Jezebel to stir him up to do some of this wickedness. Now let's go over to the 22nd chapter, and we're going to pick it up at verse 1. Same book, chapter 22. This time we'll begin read at verse 1. So now we had this Ahab here, and the Lord said, I'm going to kill him, because he done sold himself to work wickedness, and he said even caused Israel to do wickedness as well. Let's start reading here at 22, and we're going to begin reading at verse 1. Go ahead and read.
And they continued 3 years without war between Syria and Israel.
Now he said 3 years there was no war between Syria and Israel. Talking about between Syria and the 10 tribes. Go ahead and read.
And it came to pass in the 3rd year that Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, came down to the king of Israel.
So now Jehoshaphat, this king of Judah, he came down to Ahab, the king of Israel. Go ahead and read on.
And the king of Israel said unto his servants, Know ye that Ramoth in Gilead is ours? And we be still and take it not out of the hand of the king of Syria.
So now Syria, they had taken Ramoth and Gilead. So now the king of Israel, he said to the king of Judah, he said, don't you know this belonged to us? And here we are, we just sitting here, and we ain't going to go and take it back. It belonged to us. Syria got it. Now we need to get together, and we need to go and take it back, because it is ours. It is a part of the land of Israel, but Syria got it. So we're going to go take it back. Go ahead and read on.
And he said unto Jehoshaphat, Wilt thou go with me to battle to Ramoth Gilead?
Now he asked Jehoshaphat, will you go up with me to battle to Ramoth Gilead? Go ahead and read.
And Jehoshaphat said to the king of Israel, I am as thou art.
Go ahead.
My people as thy people.
Now he said, I am as you are, my people as thy people. You know, we all Israelites. You know, I know the split came, and I'm a part of Judah now, and you're a part of the 10 tribes of Israel, but we still all the same people. You know, I am as you are, my people are as thy people. Go ahead and read on.
My horses are thy horses.
Go ahead.
And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, Inquire, I pray thee, at the word of the Lord today.
Now he asked, he told Ahab, he said, now you go, before we go up, maybe we should inquire of the Lord first. You know, to see if the Lord going to be with us when we go up. So let's go and inquire of the Lord first. Go ahead and read on.
Then the king of Israel gathered the prophets up together, about 400 men, and said unto them, Shall I go up against Ramoth Gilead to battle?
Now he went and got 400 prophets. All these are lying prophets. You understand what I'm saying? Because he wanted to hear a certain thing. So now he's going to go and get him somebody that's going to tell him for what he want to hear. You know, in other words, he wants somebody to co-sign this wickedness that he's getting ready to do. But now he said, so now, he said, shall we go up? And so he said, well, maybe we ought to inquire of the Lord first. So now he said, well, let me call these 400 prophets. And he called his 400 prophets. Go ahead and read on.
Or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king.
Now he said, go up, because the Lord going to deliver it into the hand of the king. Go ahead and read on.
And Jehoshaphat said, Is there not here a prophet of the Lord besides, that we may inquire of him?
Now, Jehoshaphat said, well, don't we have at least one prophet of the Lord that you got 400. I understand you got 400. But ain't there at least one prophet of the Lord that we might inquire him before we go up? Because he knew there was all false prophets, and they was just telling the king what he wanted to hear. So now he said, but in there at least one prophet of the Lord that we might inquire him before we go up. Go ahead and read on.
And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, There is yet one man, Malchiah, the son of Imlai,
go ahead,
by whom we may inquire of the Lord. But I hate him,
go ahead,
for he doth not prophesy good concerning me.
Now he said, the Lord got one prophet. He said, but I hate him because he never prophesied good. He tell the truth, though. You understand what I'm saying? If there ain't nothing good to say, what you going to say? You know, if you really a man of God, and if you ain't got nothing good to, you got to tell the truth, right?
That's right.
So, you know, if it ain't nothing good to say, well, ain't nothing, what else can you do? So, but Ahab said, I hate him because he don't never prophesy good. Well, the reason he don't never prophesy good is because the Lord told you over there in the 21st chapter, you know, that your wickedness was constant. Right. Go ahead and read on.
But evil, he said, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so.
Now he said he don't never prophesy good to me, but he always prophesy evil. And Jehoshaphat said unto Ahab, he said, well, don't say that, man. Don't say that. Go ahead and read up.
Then the king of Israel called an officer and said, Hasten hither Micaiah, the son of Imlai.
Go ahead and read.
And the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah,
go ahead,
sat each on his throne, having put on their robes in the void place in the entrance of the gate of Samaria. And all the prophets prophesied before them.
Go ahead.
And Zedekiah, the son of Shaniah, made him horns of iron. And he said, Thus saith the Lord, with these shalt thou push the Syrians, until thou hast consumed them.
Now see, all the prophets, they done prophesied that, go on up. Lord with you, one got dramatic. He made him some horns of iron. He said, with these horns shall the Lord push the kings of Syria. Go ahead and read on.
And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, Go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the king's hand.
And all of them agreed. They all was on one accord. They said, yeah, go on up, because the Lord gonna be with you, and you gonna deal on the king of Syria. Go ahead and read on.
And the messenger that was gone to call Micaiah spake unto him, saying, Behold now, the words of the prophets declare good unto the king with one mouth. Let thy word, I pray thee, be like the word of one of them, and speak that which is good.
So now even the man they sent to get Micaiah, he done even went and told, he said, now look, Micaiah, now when you go back, everybody done said that it's all right for the king to go up, the Lord going to be with him. Now when you get back up there, you say the same thing now. But Micaiah, he going to pull his leg for a minute, then he going to just tell it like it is. Go ahead and read up.
And Micaiah said, As the Lord liveth,
go ahead.
What the Lord said unto me, that will I speak.
So Micaiah said, as the Lord liveth, what the Lord said unto me, that's what I'm going to speak. Go ahead and read on.
So he came to the king,
Uh-huh.
and the king said unto him, Micaiah,
go ahead.
shall we